friend of mine was asking me about Movado earlier today, and it made me realize that I don't own any Movado, and it made me think about the reasons why. So I think with Movado, its greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. It's kind of like the gift and the curse. I don't have any problem with the brand per se, but it's only one thing there. Here's what it is. When I think of Movado, I'd probably go for the icon, right? The museum model. You know, you can Google that, but when you think of Movado, that's probably the one you think of also. It's the one with the silver disc at the 12 o'clock position. You know, the guy who designed that, I think that's in like the MoMA or something, award-winning design. So if I was going to get Movado, I'd probably go for the museum, of course, because it's iconic. You see that, you think Movado immediately. At the same time, I think that's a bad thing. That's so iconic that I guess they have a lot of them. They have a lot of variations of that. And I'll tell you what I mean. So I went on Joma Shop because, of course, I mean, I would never pay full retail for that. And I saw just quickly that there were 4 museum models ranging in price from maybe $300 all the way up to around $900. And that reminded me why it is I've never bought Movado. It's because if I have a $300 model that looks almost identical to the $900 model, why would I buy the $900 model? I mean, yeah, there's some differences in there, but, you know, for the untrained eye, they essentially look the same, you know, so I don't feel like I feel like I'd be kind of like a sucker for buying the $900 model, you know, even though the $900 model or whatever is automatic versus Swiss, you can't tell because there's no secondhand on the Movado Museum. So, you know, again, at first glance, you can't tell whether that's of course, there's some aficionado who probably could tell, but for me, I can't tell whether it's an automatic or quartz. Only reason it matters is that, I mean, I'm not going to spend $900 when I can spend $289 for one that looks almost identical. So that's my thing with Movado. I think because they're such an iconic model, you wouldn't really get credit for buying the right one. And I'd probably just get, you know, the quartz one. And I already have enough quartz watches, so that's the reason why I haven't bought a Movado. Just my thoughts, though. But yeah, it's, you know, decent enough brand.